Hi, this is Steve Severs from Bionic Buzz. Congratulations, both of you. The movie was amazing.
Oh,
Thank
thank you
you
very
so
much.
much. Really appreciate that.
Very cool. Well, first off, I mean, where did you come up with the inspiration for this, writing this with Hallie Todd and both of you?
Take it.
Well, we had come off of doing a horror film, so we wanted to do something completely different, and we wanted to write a movie that would be something that families could watch together. And he has a background in wrestling, and so we just sort of started kind of figuring it out, and we wanted to do this inspirational sports drama, and that's kind of how it happened.
Yeah.
Very
And
cool.
we wanted to make a movie that the whole family could watch that didn't have a lot of green screens and things like that, that everybody could sort of get around and feel good about. So I think we accomplished that.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I mean, yes, it is a inspirational family sports drama, but I also love it's got that underdog, second chance kind of feel to it. The one
absolutely.
thing I really liked about it was like, yeah, your two main characters, John and Michael, got a lot of screen time, but you really got to know every character from top to bottom and their backstory in this. That was pretty amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, you
Thanks.
do it. And the actors that portrayed those characters, I mean, they brought their whole backstory into it and their whole reality. And it was led by, a really powerful performance by Cole. So everybody was stepping up to the plate to
Mhm.
bring that type of authenticity to their roles. All I had to do was point the camera.
Well, yeah, he's very much an amazing cast. How do you find Cole and everyone else on board the cast?
Well, Cole got a hold of the script, liked the script, talked to his agent, and we set up a meeting. And I didn't really have any idea of who John Wright should be until he walked in the door. And within 5 minutes, we were like, "That was it, man. That was the guy." Um, he just had that thing. He had that Gary Cooper thing. So that's how it went down, and then we wound up working really, really well together. And
And we worked with Ronnie Yeskel, who's our casting director, and she was able to assemble, a cast that came through our door that we were able to, look at everybody, and that was just such a fun and interesting process, and we're so happy with our supporting cast. They're just amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, I love that there's it's taking place during the Christmas season, even though I wouldn't categorize this as a Christmas movie at all. But it's kind of fun since it's coming out now that it's there's Christmas music in it, gives you that good feels and stuff
yeah,
to it. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. No, yeah, and everybody likes Christmas music. So
Yeah.
um,
And
yeah,
wrestling is a winter sport, so it
yeah,
made sense for it to be during this time. But
passes
yeah,
through really well all
and
the seasons.
snow lends itself so well to cinema. So although it was not so fun working in the snow,
Oh, I could only imagine. Yeah.
kind of a nightmare.
But did you actually shoot in Pacific Northwest? I've watched
Oh
other
yeah,
movies and I talked to
Yeah, we
cast and like,
shot
oh
in the
no, we
town.
shot somewhere else.
We
yeah,
shot in the town of Garfield, and when we were originally doing this, writing the story, we had friends who were from there, and so we kind of like we would visit them, and we would take a lot of pictures, and kind of we wrote descriptions based on what we were seeing. We kind of, so that story is
and
written specifically for
and
that
then we got
place.
hit with a 17-year massive snowfall
Oh
that they
no.
hadn't seen
Yeah, there were
for
like
that long.
whiteouts and blizzards. We had to improvise a little bit because the town's really isolated. So
Mhm.
we would have to defrost icicles on the cameras with like hair dryers. It was a
Oh
bit
my goodness.
crazy sometimes.
Well, it did look great, especially when the cast was trading in the snow. Actually, gets my next point because as someone who grew up in the '80s, there is some little Karate Kid influence with the tournament and the Rocky
Mhm.
Four, with like our
Sure.
heroes trading the snow or the rivals like training with the best equipment. Was that kind of an intentional nod, or it just happened to go that way?
I think it just, well, we're all influenced by everything we see, and you just have to tell it differently. You don't want to you don't want to rip someone off. You want to tell something your own way. Um, I don't know so much for the Karate Kid, but I can see elements of Rocky, with the snow and that. But when you get a group of kids or a group of people in it, I think that gave it the change up we needed and wanted.
Very cool. So I actually not familiar with the actual real wrestling. I'm more of the fake, soap opera WWE style. So that was kind of cool seeing how there was like scored points in the tournament stuff. So I had to ask, like, what's your wrestling background? Did you wrestle in college, high school, or?
I wrestled high school, and had a really nice, I was really good, and I was the smallest guy, and it was just a sport that I couldn't play any other sports. So with wrestling, you can at least go against someone your own weight, and it just made sense, and it was I dove into it, loved it, and
But Dan Gable was basically his idol growing up, and Dan Gable was like the Babe Ruth of wrestling. And
Vince Lombardi of wrestling.
yeah, and we got him in the movie, and he basically, you got the contact number, you just like cold called him and convinced him to be in the project.
Wow.
And he in it, and he, we got this
Dan's pretty tough.
stamp of approval.
He Olympic winner. You probably read about Dan, but he's 15 national titles. I think he's won the most of any
NCAA. It's insane.
Any coach, NCAA coach. He's a pretty powerful guy.
Well,
and he just got the Medal of Freedom.
On set,
Presidential, medal.
Yeah, I was in awe. I didn't care about anybody else. I was like, okay, this is my hero growing up, and now you're like, I'm working with you. So it was great.
Very nice. Anything in the works you got for coming up you're allowed to talk about, or going back to horror?
Yeah, we have a project that shoots, going to shoot in New Orleans, and then we have another project that is an international project that's period piece. So we're working on those.
Well, very cool. Congratulations to both of you, and everyone check out The Last Champion. Arrives December 8th. You can go to www.thelastchampion.com. You can pre-order it now on iTunes. Thank you both so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.